Rafa, another 3 points and another clean sheet here at home. Must be pleased with that one.
Yeah, it was a big game for us, following on from Saturday's performance and result against the league leaders. So the biggest thing today was following up with 3 points. I knew it would be a tough challenge. I thought we played the first half exceptionally well. We should have been more in front and give ourselves a little bit of a cushion to go into the second half, but we couldn't quite manage to get that second goal. They had a response. They changed their shape 3 or 4 times. They were very aggressive with their play, sticking up to some big lads up front. We had to compete for a lot of first contacts and win the second balls. And we just needed to take one of those chances that we had certainly on the counter attacks, which were gilt edged, some of them. But delighted for the players, delighted with them, because it was big 3 points for us following on from Saturday.
It's a different sort of win to Saturday, maybe a bit more gritty, a bit more determined, but the fact you can win in both kinds of scenarios shows that you've got a good squad together at the minute.
Yeah, the league throws up so many challenges and different ones, and sometimes it's easy to get up for a game where the league leaders are coming and it's there's 19,000. It's a bit different. Some of the games that you'll play and the expectancy would have been 100% on us tonight. So there's different scenarios around it, and I think the players are learning to understand and manage the different games with their performances. So clean sheet, really important for us to follow on from the previous 2. So there's a lot of work in front of us, but I'm delighted with the players because we're coming into a really busy period. We're going to have to manage the squad as we did tonight, and if we can keep everyone available, I think we've got a good chance of continuing this run.
And being able to handle both of those situations where the expectations on you, maybe not, a big game against a game that might not seem as big on paper, to have that ability to still switch on, still get the result, must be pleasing with 19 games to go.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's why I knew this would be as tough a challenge as Saturday's game, because it's different types of build-ups to games, different mindsets, and you have to do a lot of things right. I thought we were a little bit scruffy in the second half with our possession and a couple of decisions, but we still, apart from I think they had 1 shot on target, we were still defensively really strong. So that's something we have to keep because it's important for us. And we've kept up this strong home form, which is really important to everyone at the club.
We keep following up big results with another big result, and that must be really pleasing to get that momentum going now.
All wins are big, and they're all good. Regardless of the scoreline or the opposition, I think the ambitions we all carry. You haven't got time to have a breather, and the next game's right around the corner, and we have to try and take as many points from it as possible. So the league position for me is quite irrelevant at the moment. It's where we are at the end, but if we can keep adding to our tally, that's the most important thing. And the players have got to do a lot of good things in between the games to make sure we can go out and perform every day.
You mentioned it there, we are in the automatic promotion spots now, but it's more important we don't let off the gas and we keep pushing on and keep going, and the next game is always the most important.
Yeah, I just, in football, I think sometimes you can be your own worst enemy by having a breather, thinking you've done something when there's still 20 odd games to go. So we have to make sure, and I think we will, because we've got really good pros in there and we've got a good staff, that will keep ourselves humble, keep our egos in check, and make sure that we still work as hard every single day to make sure we follow on from this run of form. If we think that we're better than what we are, or if we just think our quality will win games, then we will fall short. So I don't believe we'll let that happen, because I think, like I say, I've known this group of players for a little while now, and I've seen the work they've done from day one in pre-season. So I don't want us, and I don't think they'll let it go now.
A couple of months ago we talked about those fine margins in games, and today the goal came from a shot that was blocked and rebounded straight to Cavan, and he put it in the back of the net. It's just like those fine margins are changing, isn't it? Yeah,
but the players are doing a lot of good stuff up to that, so it might look like a bit of a scruffy goal, a bit of recycling on the edge of the box and a ricochet shot, but our structure when we're attacking is really good, so when it pops out of that box, we're the first ones on it. We still get good bodies around the box, so we can recycle attacks, keep pressure on the opponent, and that was a case in point. I've just watched it back there, and the structure is exactly what we're talking about, and we showed them before the game what we did on Saturday. They've gone out and repeated it for the first half at least, and got the winning goal. And great finish from Calf. He had to take it quick. He was under pressure from the defender, Delight for him, delight for the whole group, because they're seeing their hard work pay off with tangible results.
Finally, another big game at the weekend away to Wimbledon. It's a chance to maybe take that home form and take it away from home now, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I think the players are approaching the games in the same way, home and away. I think we've had our difficulties certainly earlier on in the season with conceding poor goals. We've looked much better and much more controlled when we go away from home, and obviously the last away result was a really positive one. So, but it's a tough place to go, and they're doing well this season as well. So it's another good game for us to look forward to, and we'll look at the boys over the next couple of days, and then we'll make the sort of decisions that we need to make come Saturday. But if they work as hard as that, that's the best chance we get, and hopefully we'll get good numbers down there as well, because the crowd have been absolutely fantastic with us over the last few weeks.